on this episode of the Loc'D podcast.
Yeah, we're going to start this off, man. How y'all doing?
Mm.
And he said that he was better than Deion Sanders. He feels like he's better than Deion Sanders. As OG would say, he's doing this because he's trying to get into the Hall of Fame.
So the biggest news, right? Do you know that Taylor Jenkins, the Memphis Grizzlies head coach, just got fired?
Yeah, the thing that he said, but he's like, I can't wait to see Stephen A. try to come back and get his tighty whities and eating a bowl of ice cream.
We lost the icon of Black America today.
You are now watching the Loc'D podcast, presented by the DSJ Studios.
Loc'D podcast, man. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing good. I'm gonna let y'all know something now real quick. We are in a different area because the power over there is off. And so, like I said, I'm not used to being over here in this area. So there's a difference. That's why. Another thing is, if it's lag a little bit, we apologize already in advance. Like I said, we've been trying everything to try to make sure that there's not as much lag. And again, hopefully y'all hear OG. Hopefully y'all hear the music. But yeah, we're going to start this off, man. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing good. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot going on this week for sports. And so we felt like we just needed to come on here real quick and just talk about some stuff. But OG, how you feeling?
Good, man. Back like bra straps.
Yep.
You already know.
Yep. So yeah, since there's a lot to talk about, we just gonna get into it real quick. The scripture of the day is Jeremiah 17:7. The Lord blesses people who trust in him. They know that the Lord will help them. Yeah, man, just always depend on the Lord on what you're trying to do. Always depend on the Lord and everything that you're trying to do and achieve. You know what I'm saying? You can't do this without God. You can't live life without God, for real. So again, just trust and believe that what God's going to do for your life. Again, like I said, we're not able to do a lot of this stuff if it wasn't for God. And that, you know what I'm saying? Always depend on God and everything that you're doing. You got something to say?
Oh, man. You pretty much said what I had to say.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about the NBA a little bit. We're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff that has to do with like Stephen A.
NFL,
Smith.
really?
Yes, NFL, Stephen A. Smith going after LeBron, and Asante Samuel going after Deion Sanders. We're going to be talking about Deion Sanders signing his deal with Colorado to stay there for 5 years. And we're also going to be talking about some updates from our personal selves, Yeah, like I said, it's been a crazy week of sports, a bunch of drama from just different perspectives, you know what I'm saying? So, man, let's get into it. First thing we want to talk about is the Deion Sanders signing with Colorado for 5 years. A lot of people thought that Deion Sanders would have left since Shador and Salah was going to be going to the NFL. And so we thought that, a lot of people thought that he was going to be leaving, you know what I'm saying? But today he signed a 5-year, I believe, $45 million deal with Colorado to stay there for until 2030, I believe 2030 or 2031. So yeah, how do you feel about that?
And there's a lot of capital moving in Boulder. So you already know that the re-signing for Deion was going to come soon. They was going to show him some money or whatnot. And of course, Deion probably make a good amount of the enhancements under the table. Legally, obviously.
Yeah.
Because, you know how these boosters and other important people around the campus go. And why not? Deion's making the money too, so they're making money for it. So, even with the NFL situation where about him and the rumors talking about, he's coming to the NFL, the coaches, I said, no, man, it wasn't going to be like that, man. Boulder has too much, it's just too much stock for him in Boulder that makes a lot of people money over there, man. So him going to a situation where the NFL just don't give a damn and will fire you within like a 1 year, it's or two, especially if you're a black coach. Would it make sense to go ahead and leave a surefire situation in Colorado where they already telling you and basically showing you that, hey, we want you here for a good minute? I think the only thing that's surprising is the fact that, maybe for our football fans, the fact that already Deion is locked into being the coach.
Right. Because like how we said 3 years ago, we just thought that he was going to be there just for his sons. At least me and Ro, when we started this podcast, we thought that he was just going to be there for his sons. You know what I'm saying? But then now, he thought since he went to Colorado, that could make him a big name, and then he would go in the NFL with his sons. But now, you know what I'm saying, with him signing in Colorado, having a good season that he had, it's still gonna be a lot of five stars. There's gonna be a lot of five stars that's gonna want to come to Colorado. You know what I'm saying? Their defense got better this season. Offense still gonna be good. They might not have Travis Shador, LeJounte, the same receiving core, but they still will have, they still got 5-star QBs coming in. They still got receivers and weapons coming in, transfers coming in. You know what I'm saying? So it will feel weird just for Deion just to get up out of there after that situation. And plus, Colorado is on the map right now, as they say. Colorado is like known now. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Colorado has been talked about like this since.
I was saying it's been a while since Colorado. First of all, they never been talking like this where they got national media attention and are guaranteed to get a national game every season. No, not until like I forgot, maybe the '80s or whenever. Damn, Cordell Stewart there and whatnot. And no, man, it's been a while since they got some recruits like that. And then now the recruits that they get in where you got 2 5-stars coming in. No, man, they ain't never seen nothing like that. That's why Boulder's so invested with Deion, man. So
right.
Welcome to Deion's college football. He's going to be here for a minute.
Right.
I love to hear y'all keep bitching on for the next 5 years. Y'all probably just find something else to go fuck around about.
Right.
With.
You know what I'm saying? Again, man, we need stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? Because, we got coaches for NFL who's playing in the NFL, Eddie George going to Bowling Green.
Mm-hmm.
We got all these other coaches from the NFL that's trying to bring, the same level, I guess, as Deion Sanders, even though Deion's a way different person.
There's only one Deion, man.
Yeah.
But
speaking of,
I always said that's a little far-fetched where people say that, even though you do see it now with HBCUs, Deion gonna open doors for a couple of these black coaches in the NFL. I'm like, man, not really, man. I think the Eddie George situation, people forget that Eddie George has been coaching for at least about maybe 7 years now. So his Bowling Green situation is a little bit of progression. Plus, he started off at like a mid-major.
Right.
Back. So
right.
That, and then now you see the trend of the HBCUs are getting NFL athletes. That's something that he started, and we'll see how that unfolds. Right. I won't comment too much on it now. We'll wait till the football season starts and we see how that goes.
Right. And yeah, speaking of Deion Sanders, this is a good transition to talk about Asante Samuel. He went out and said that he was better than Deion Sanders because of the stats.
Yeah,
right.
So it all started over a technique called a T-step, which I don't know. You the football player more than me. All it is just basically breaking off your right foot. Not just your right foot, but breaking off your back foot, whichever way you kind of want to open up. Really, it's kind of like a bail technique, to be honest with you.
Right.
And that's it. And so it's like, that's where the situation got started because Deion don't like T-stepping, and Asante say, well, the T-step every corner uses, and Deion probably did use it without noticing, but I'm gonna let you fill it in, Dean. Yeah.
So, man, there's been a lot of videos coming out on Instagram, on YouTube, because Deion did a T-step versus, I believe, I can't remember exactly, but he did a break on somebody that was a T-step, right?
Right.
And so a lot of people has been saying, well, he's kind of a hypocrite of that because he used the T-step, right? Sometimes as a corner, and I'm not going to act like I played in the NFL, but sometimes as a corner, you have to do a T-step. Even if you're a zone corner, sometimes you may have to just do a T-step to try to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Asante did that, and Deion did that.
Yeah, I think it's just natural for
Yeah, it's just natural.
Yeah, because it's just like, you know, you're, T-step basically you are going to open your body up a little bit to break. So it's just like, it's just kind of the natural way that your body is kind of moving, because, you're moving fast, you're backpedaling fast, basically. And then, the receiver breaks, you're going to break. You're going to open up a little bit and basically do a T-step, or whatever you want to call it. I just see it as a break.
Right.
It's just, but I know when it comes to techniques, especially with the damn, remember we talked about everybody wants to sell their handbooks and everything.
Yeah.
The techniques get called different things or whatnot, so people can make themselves seem like geniuses, man.
Right.
Or whatever.
Right. See, the thing is too, so Asante was basically going on social media. I'm just gonna say, I don't know exactly which social media, and he said that he was better than Deion Sanders. He feels like he's better than Deion Sanders. As OG would say, he's doing this because he's trying to get into the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Asante has called out Darryl Green. He's called out some Hall of Famers in there, and will try to basically critique them on how
they play the game.
On how
play nobody, whatnot. And it's usually just based off of him looking at stats.
Right.
And it's like, I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish before I get into it.
So it has a lot of people like going after Asante because of the delusion that he was talking about, saying that he's better than Deion. There is nobody, and I just sent OG this video. Look at the 1996 video where Deion got targeted. What's that? How many times? Like 18, you said?
I think, hold on, and to be specific, D's talking about highlight matchups between cornerbacks and wide receivers. Shout out to his channel, puts out good one-on-one work. He uploaded Deion Sanders 1996 season, right? And I know like a crazy season that Champ had like in 07 or 05, something like that, with 22 targets and whatnot. With Deion basically eclipsed it if we just pay attention to, if we just pay attention to the stats. 14 catches, and 130 yards given up. That's it. That's not what he was allowed.
Right. I believe he had 6 picks or 5. That's
probably. Let me see. Let me just kind of get to the end of the video and see. Let's see. Deion had 2 interceptions and only targeted 34 times in the regular season.
And see, the thing is, Asante doesn't realize that he was not targeted for a reason.
Wow, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, dog, this is crazy. 14 catches? 14 catches the man allowed on 34 targets for 131 yards. That's fucking crazy. That's a receiver stat that Calvin Johnson used to put up on people in one game.
Right. That's crazy. Yeah, for real. So Asante made it seem like, well, I get targeted a lot. And so that makes me better as well, because Deion, in logical sense, Deion did not get targeted because he already knows he's the best corner on the field, in any field.
We're not going to try him. It's an automatic 6 if he catches it. Who the hell going to catch him, man? The running back got to be the last person to basically have a chance to get him, unless the wide receiver got a damn 6th sense where he can grab Deion before he gets going. But if by the time Deion breaks, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Man, nobody was going to take that chance. That's why you look at the video, you see games. Cardinals game, he got no targets the first Cardinals games. With Dan Marino, in my opinion, one of the most talented, like between him and Aaron Rodgers, those are the 2 most talented quarterbacks to play in this damn league. And it's like, target him twice.
The New York Giants game, he didn't get targeted at all either. I've seen that. Straight up, the second game of the season didn't get targeted at all.
Against the Cardinals. That's what I was talking about. He didn't get targeted against the Cardinals.
Yeah. Also in that video, he didn't get targeted in New York.
Yeah,
so
that's crazy.
It's like, man, yeah.
Asante was a fear like that, man. Asante belongs to the Hall of Fame, man. But it's like, nah, you ain't like the top 3 corner. I ain't putting you in like the top 15 either. You're a little bit outside of there. That's just me personally, because we said it. I mean, first of all, man, you South Florida cats get on my nerves with that damn oh man, if it's a South Florida player, I gotta side with him forever and all that shit. Yeah, shut up. I don't get that. But my thing is, because it's the truth, Asante not even the best cornerback in Patriots history, man. Now he probably about to go on a whole entire tangent about how he better than Ty Law and all this. I'll put it like this. When it was time to Bill Belichick to sign contracts, when Ty Law, and you know Belichick is notoriously cheap with everybody.
Right.
When it was time to re-sign Ty Law, he tried it. Ty Law wasn't going for it. He had no choice but to bend the knee. He let your ass walk and called you overrated before the door hit you on your ass on the way out.
And if Asante, you see this, because I already know there's probably gonna be somebody, because we randomly get somebody saying something, an NBA player or somebody saying something.
All right, man, you care? I don't give a shit.
No,
because you an NFL player don't mean you was all from. Nigga, shut up, bro.
Look, Asante, if you see this, I don't know if you will, but if you do, know that we aren't NFL players. We aren't NFL players, so we don't know where your perspective of playing corner is.
I don't. But, yeah, we don't. But it's just like.
But Deion Sanders is on a different level, man.
You ain't on a level you never was, bro.
Right.
This tackles, I used to see that.
Right.
Getting worked by getting worked by Deshaun Jackson. I saw that. You had a couple of nice hits on like Ricky and whatnot. Yeah, you got that. Now, if I start watching Ricky Williams highlights, I can see he'll probably put your ass in the Matrix or two. Like, dog, man, you was at a conference with Freddie T and Curtis Martin, man. I know they was, come on, man. I don't like that. I know he didn't bring up the tackling aspect because of that, but I'm talking about the fans, man. Your fans talking about Deion's tackling, and I'm like, bro, I don't know who the hell said Asante was this damn tackler that everybody's afraid of and shit. We can ask Freddie T and Curtis Martin right now, goddamn.
Right. Well, see, and this is the last thing I'll say, honestly. Some stats, and this is what OG told me last night, some stats was not put in play. Huh?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
They were not put in play until, like, you said 94, right?
Yeah, man. Just like some stats just weren't recorded till this time, man. Only in the house, but not officially by the NFL. Sacks didn't come official stat until 1981. Tackles, can you believe that sacks was an official stat before tackles? Tackles didn't become an official stat till 1994.
Yeah.
Pass deflections didn't become an official NFL stat till 1999. These were stats that were either kept in house, and pass deflections probably weren't even kept in house by most teams. That was probably mostly kept by maybe just say like a stat nerd for whatever team, and he wrote it down in his book that such and such, like say Aaron Brooks or Ty Law, or I think about an old corner too. Ardell Green had 2 or 3 pass deflections in one game, man. So they were the ones that kept up with that. So it's just like dumb how a lot of y'all can just be like, well, I'm looking at the stats. Yeah, nigga, you ain't got no damn context. How come you never asked yourself? Like, Deion came to the league in 1989. That means 2 of the damn stats that Asante trying to hype up, we missing almost damn 1 for the tackles. We missing 7 goddamn seasons.
Yeah.
We missing 7 seasons of Deion's tackles. And I think there's only a 20 tackle difference. I don't even know why you try to play that game, dog. And the pass deflection difference, that's 10 years.
Right. Yeah, so the thing about it is, if we were to actually correlate stats, like, Bruce Smith had more sacks than he does in his record now, right?
Nah, I think because Bruce Smith came after 81.
Oh, I see.
So what happened was, when you look at the list, Bruce Smith is still up there, but it's just like unofficial sacks. You see a lot of the cats from the 70s and the 60s, and the Vikings Purple People Eaters. You'll see like Carl Eller and Alan Page sacks numbers be up there too with Bruce Smith's.
Right. I got you. Well, see, like we said, there's a lot of stats that people don't translate, until the 90s, until the 80s. And so if we considering the fact that if that played a part, clearly as day, a lot of people's rather, I would say this, and this is no slight against Asante, but there's like 97% of people that would take Deion any day.
he just been on a 6 year like disrespectful tour about talking about I'm better than this and that. Like, dog, that's why Daryl Green acts like, man, who are you? That's what I'm saying, bro. Calm down. And then you saw Floating Castle, damn. I don't know what the hell was them damn absolving disrespect because of where you from. Like, no, don't play that game. He
Right.
can have his opinion without having to say this, and that about damn people and whatnot. Because he's the one that started it. Now he want to have multiple videos and comebacks against Shannon Sharp. And it's like you the one that started it.
I
And
mean,
shit.
yeah, and then
And every damn 3 years, it seems like you do something like that. Now you're starting to get annoying.
I mean, I'll say this, man. Like even Shannon was like, bro, I complimented you. I said you weren't no slight. You know what I'm saying? You were in your time. You're one of the top corners in your time.
One of the top corners.
Yeah, one of the top. You were one of the top corners, right? You had Tillman. You had Bailey. You had
Woodson.
Revis, Woodson. I mean, you were one of the top corners in the league. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes up to Deion, not even Charles Woodson, not even Champ Bailey, not even Mel Blount, not even Rod Woodson, those guys are not topping Deion Sanders. And they will tell you themselves that Deion's better than them.
And it's cool. And
And it's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying?
It's close. And it's just like, I mean, nah, man.
Right.
And like I said, it's just like he's not the best corner in their franchise.
Right.
That's what Ty Law's the guy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's another corner he played with. Ty Law, Charles Tillman. There's a lot of good corners in that era. You know what I'm saying? Just be humble about it. When you're talking about Deion, or you should talk about those people in your era. But when you're talking about Deion, then nah. But that's just like saying that's just like saying that Tyrann Mathieu, and no slight against him, is better than Ed Reed. And that's not. No. So with that being said, again, on our end, we just talking about it, but you got to understand that Deion is in a whole different level. And I'm young. I mean, I didn't get to see Deion play. I'm not gonna act like I did, but
we did. I mean, you and me, we did research. We go back and look at these games, and then it's just not what they just tell us and what's advertised about Deion. We football fans. We know what we're looking at,
right? And also,
and it's just like, he is as advertised when it comes to it.
Yeah, I also played corner, and my name is named after Deion Sanders because my father said that. My father said, "Hey, I'm gonna name you Deion." My brother Dallas, which is ironic because he did play for Dallas. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, bro, prime time, Neon, bro. What nicknames are those? You know what I'm saying?
Man, we already know where that comes from. I don't know why Asante got like a 6-year tour about disrespecting. He got to come out every 2 years and say something crazy about like the top corners that was better than him.
Right. But yeah, this.
So I don't know. I guess we'll see in 2027. You gonna say that you better than Charles Woodson too, I guess, and whatnot, and then. At that point, people are already gonna know your game, and it's just gonna be like whatever. For you, South Florida cats that is like absolving his disrespect. Shut up.
Well, yeah. So with that being said, that's just one of two things that that had to do with some kind of drama brewing around the NBA. But let's transition to something that's not drama. Let's talk about just an update with us. I must tell y'all this now. I got told that the MacBooks, the Mac systems that I got over here, they're going to try to take it away because the thing is like they have to refurbish it or something like that, and so they're going to have us transitioning to Windows. So with that being said, when that does happen, I'm gonna have to switch up the way we do podcasts. You know what I'm saying? I honestly don't know where that's going to happen. I don't honestly know when it's going to happen. Hopefully, we'll still be able to do the draft, the NFL draft. If not, I'll find a way, of course. But hopefully we'll be able to do that. I'm just gonna let y'all know now. if in the future, if we don't have any podcast episodes out for that time being, it's just because of that. Just to let y'all know. Another thing is man, I felt a different sign of gratitude, man. I'm talking about because y'all, if you ever go to a school and you go to like the banquet, you get like a banquet to the award ceremony, you get nominated. It was like, bro, I never felt that. You know what I'm saying? I got nominated to go to an award ceremony. And like I said, I'm not gonna boast or brag about myself. I'm not that type of person. I stay humble through it. But I want y'all to know, I want y'all to be able to know everything that's been going on with us. You know what I'm saying? If he was to get an award, you know what I'm saying, we want to be able to celebrate it. Roland's graduating, you know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be able to we're gonna celebrate him too. You know what I'm saying? I got this ticket, this banquet ticket, man. And I was like, bro, I didn't even think I was gonna be able to do it, to get this. I got nominated for what I know as the Student of the Year award, I think. Which is crazy, because all I do is I be in the shadows. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing podcasting.
He's gonna give my boy his clap or whatnot, man.
Thank you.
He be in the shadows, but he still gets recognized, man.
Yeah, I be in the shadows.
It's about what men do. It's about what men do without people looking at them. That kind of defines them.
Right. And like
however the quote goes.
Right. And like I said, man, it ain't nothing too shabby. Like I said, if I win the award, if I don't win the award, I honestly don't care. It's gonna be a good time, you know what I'm saying? I got me a suit, which is crazy because I don't normally wear actual suits. I wear dashikis, African suits. But got this banquet coming up, man. I'm grateful. Like I said, got me a black and red kind of like red shirt, black suit. I'll show y'all the pictures the day of, not the day of, but like the podcast episode we do. It's gonna be a good time. And the last thing for me, man, is like I said, man, hopefully y'all are enjoying, man. Y'all make sure to leave like your favorite like part of the podcast. Make sure to update us with things that you want us to talk about. Because we talk about stuff, but we want y'all to be able to tell us like how you feel about something, or what do you want us to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about anything as long as we know it, of course. As long as it's like respectful of other people. We want to be able to talk about it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, after football season's done, football season, we always got something going on with football and basketball. Yep. But if you want us to try to dig deeper into like something like soccer or baseball,
yeah, we ain't familiar with that shit.
Yeah, we ain't too familiar with it, but we'll try. You know what I'm saying? We did like how we did last year. I haven't watched.
We'll give you the bare basic opinion that you see on everybody else's podcast, because obviously we have football and basketball conversations. We can get more detailed,
right?
And I don't know what to tell you. I can't do it for baseball.
I can't do it. I only know certain players' names: Shohei, Mike Trout.
But Deion just know like the main ones, like the main ones, man.
Yeah.
Deion don't even know who Vladdy Jr. is. All right,
I do Vladdy.
You know Vladdy?
Yes.
All right, I didn't know that. Tatis.
Yes, Fernando Tatis. I do know them.
Oh, you know a little bit, man. All right,
yes.
That's extensive as I go, because I already forgot fucking Tim. I forgot Tim's last name already.
Someone the one who played for Miami.
Mason Bates, who used to play for Chicago for a long time. He probably with Miami now. All I just know, kind of like one of the last great Black American.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like I said, we don't know, but like, again, if you want us to just talk about whatever, we here. You know what I'm saying? We gonna try to have some type of something, because I know people don't always want to listen to sports. I am going to be having a special guest on the podcast next week on Friday, and it will be coming out Saturday. His name is Jerry. It's gonna be it's gonna be a good conversation between me and him. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to get 2 podcasts out, but Jerry had to do something earlier. So we couldn't get 2 out. And Roland wasn't able to do a podcast today because, you know, he's working himself. He got things he got to do. And so eventually we'll all be back again, you know, doing another podcast, probably sometime the week after this. I mean, we got the next with Jerry. So y'all stay tuned. You got any updates?
Yeah, I got updates, D. Let's talk about NBA for a second, man. So the biggest news, right? Do you know that Taylor Jenkins, the Memphis Grizzlies head coach, just got fired?
Yeah. What happened? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I have not watched basketball all season, so I don't know. But what the hell happened there?
If they're look, my thing is, I think the Grizzlies been on a loser streak. I'm trying to see where it started, man. Let's see. Kings started March 17th. So they lost to the Kings, lost to the Trailblazers, lost to the Clippers, won against the Jazz, lost to the Thunder. So basically, out of this, like what? Let me see. Out of this kind of funk that they have, they kind of like what? Maybe 3-3. Let me see, 3-4, 3-5, something like that, man. Even then, they only got like a week left until the playoffs, right?
Right.
And they play y'all tomorrow. And and I imagine Lakers probably gonna win that game. You know, Jaw's hurt. He's been hurt for a good minute.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you what happened, man, because you know, nothing came out about them not liking Taylor Jenkins. I don't remember seeing nothing from like the Memphis side of the page saying that, oh, this and that. I can't think that the losing streak had anything to do with it, man, because if that was the case, a lot of damn head coaches when the Nuggets was kind of going through their funk, they would have fired your boy. They would have fired your boy too, but it's just like
like the thing was is like, bro, I was just randomly scrolling through Instagram, and Taylor, his name is Taylor, right?
Yeah, Taylor Jenkins.
Yeah, Taylor Jenkins. He's one of the good coaches in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so for him to see that, I'm like, bro, there has to be something in management that they didn't like about him.
Maybe some people speculate scandal. That's what I'm thinking. Like, oh, is there like a scandal out that we just don't know about, man? Yeah, it has to be.
It has to be because we'll know in a few days. Yeah, but it's just crazy how it just randomly was just like, hey, Jenkins is gonna get fired a week before the playoffs.
We got like weeks before the playoffs. I think Grizzlies probably got like 8 games left. 8 games left. I know. We got to be at least by 8 games left. And I mean, it's a hard stretch. You got the Lakers, even though y'all haven't played the best basketball, still. Lakers, Celtics, Warriors, Heat, Pistons, Hornets, Timberwolves, Nuggets, Mavericks. Look, man, those are the last 1, 2, 3,
last 8 games.
5, 6, 7, 8 games. Those are the last 8 games. And the Hornets are the only Hornets and the Mavericks are the only non-playoff teams.
Right. And about 5 of those teams are actual playoff teams. Like they about to go deep in the East or the West. You know what I'm saying?
It's starting to wind down now. You want to leave on a good note now, but so Memphis is sliding down to the 5th spot. Clippers kind of. We'll see if they stay in that 5th spot, man, because they really do gotta fight these last couple of games to make sure nobody bounces them. Because I already know it's getting tight, man.
Yeah, it is. Again though, and just why would you do it a week before the play? Like at least I'll say 2 weeks. 2 weeks before the playoffs. Why would you do that? Unless there's a scandal, you know, I would have waited to the end. I would wait to the end of the season because
it's gotta be a scandal.
Gotta be. It can't. It's no other way. It's no other way of saying it. Unless let me check Instagram and see because. It's probably somebody gonna say something in the next hour or two. There's always somebody that knows what's going on around the league. But yeah, I saw that and I was just like, whoa. Again, it's just crazy to me how that happened. Let me see my Instagram. I can't find it right now. Okay, I'm on Instagram right now. About to look at it right now. See. So what I know doesn't say nothing right now. They are 44-29 right now. Just 9 games left in the season. Yeah. Nothing right now. Nothing that I know of. But yeah, it's crazy. So Memphis fans, y'all let us know how y'all feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like this was a scandal? Do you feel like this was just something that had to do with the management not liking Taylor Jenkins?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Give us some insight, man. Y'all follow the Memphis Grizzlies daily. I'm more of a basketball fan. I don't follow teams. I like players.
Right.
So, and I still pay attention. I still somewhat pay attention to, players not liking coaches. Like, the Mike Brown situation, Sacramento Kings, we saw the writing on the wall.
Right.
We saw that coming.
Mm-hmm.
Right. This situation last year with Monty Williams in Detroit, we saw that coming too, because there's already reports that Monty Williams, the GM, they liked each other. They had different ideas of where the team was going. They went to bat. All right. There's at least like some, there's at least a team sports writer that got insight to that, because stooges everywhere. A lot of times you just can't keep quiet what you try to keep in house. I mean, shoot, look at the Nduka situation before. The Celtics had to give him the boot, and he ended up, with the Rockets.
Ended up with the Rockets, and got
with that scandal, right?
Yeah.
So now, it kind of is playing out like the Nduka situation, man. We haven't heard any rumblings and whatnot.
No, we have not.
People being discouraged, or they say, quote unquote, him losing the team. I mean, I guess it had to happen for them to kind of go on this loser streak like that, but we haven't heard no details about it, and none of the team writers, seem to know what's going on. So it just feels like a scandal.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
Right. It has to be either a scandal or management just didn't like him, and like I said, y'all Memphis fans, y'all let us know. We'll see in a few days. We're not gonna hold stop. Stop.
I mean, Taylor, about the not liking it, Taylor Jenkins has been with the
Grizzlies for I think 4 years, right? Probably longer than that.
I want to say longer than that.
Yeah, probably longer than that. But yeah, again, Memphis fans, how y'all feel about this? And do you think that you're fine with this happening? At 6. This time, 6.
This makes 6.
Yeah, I think he had a good record overall.
Yeah, because Memphis is always a playoff team.
Right, man. Another coach for the Wizards probably get. If you don't know the conversation we had, we was talking about the Wizards losing by 60 yesterday, and what's going to take for them to at least win 40 games. Yeah, it felt like it's been a long time since they actually have won 40 games, man. They really did.
And I said, I don't know if y'all believe in reincarnation, people, but unless we see the reincarnation of Wes Unseld and Elvin Hayes come to the Wizards, that's the last time you're going to see those win 40 games. Notice I ain't saying no Dan Gilbert arenas. Sorry.
Oh, my gosh. No. Oh, my gosh.
Shit.
That's crazy.
You aren't Karan or Antoine. You ain't won shit. You ain't won shit. I think the most you ever won together was 41 games, God damn it.
That's crazy.
You had 41 losses.
That's crazy. All right. Well, let's get into something else. Let's get back into the drama. Man, Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James, man. So, we're not going to lie. So, LeBron, at the Knicks game, had walked up to Stephen A. Smith and basically told him, just don't talk about my son like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to talk about somebody, talk about me. If you're going to critique my son, at least critique my son in a way that's not having to do with him per se and personally, right? Mm-hmm. So then Stephen A. started coming out and apologized about it. And then he went on the pivot, I believe, or something like that, and started talking crazy again, saying stuff. I honestly didn't listen.
Not the Pivot podcast. He went on Gil's, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yes, on Gilbert's podcast, and started saying stuff randomly. Like I said, I didn't really listen to it. And so next thing you know, just about 2 days ago, LeBron came out on the Pat McAfee show, and I was watching it. I ain't gonna lie, I was watching it, and he went to go on and say, they was asking questions like, "How do you feel? What about the Stephen A. Smith situation?" Mm-hmm. And LeBron was like, "Man, just kind of like saying, I'm just gonna say it shortly. He's like, I can't wait to see. I'm skipping everything that he said, but he's like, I can't wait to see Stephen A. try to come back and get his tighty whities and eating a bowl of ice cream, about to say something to me, right?
You said all that?
Yeah, he said that. He said it on the podcast, bro.
LeBron really from Akron, man, and I mean that in the fact that what kind of Midwestern corny shit was that? What he say?
He said, I can't wait to see his
Yeah.
rank, you know, talking
Yeah.
in his tidy whities on his couch,
What
eating
is
a bowl of
what?
ice cream.
Bro, what?
Yeah, he said that because he knew Stephen A. was gonna come back out and say something to him, right?
All right, I gotta see it for myself. I ain't gonna lie. What?
Yeah, he said that. So
I'm
Stephen
not
A.
surprised he said it because I said, yeah, that sounds like some shit LeBron was saying. Because
Right.
I'm like, you could have come up with a better insult than that. LeBron, one of them type of cats, you know, he ain't grew up cussing, but now he not around. His mama ain't around to slap him in the head. So LeBron just be saying everything.
Right. So with that being said, Stephen A. came out, and this is crazy to me because I made a post on this on my personal YouTube, my personal YouTube, but my personal Instagram. So after I woke up, you know, I called OG to talk about something, and then next thing you know, I go on Instagram, and I see him saying if he was to walk up to me and put his hands on me, I would have swung at him.
Yeah, talk about the situation.
Yeah. Yeah, now, are you in your right mind? This dude, LeBron, is 6'9", 6'8", 250, 260 at least.
Well, to be fair, he was talking about, like, he didn't say he could whoop LeBron. He just said that. See, you just said that, look, if it came down to it about both of their performative ass conversation they had at that Lakers and Knicks game, Stephen A. Smith said, I wouldn't be prepared to defend myself if LeBron hit me. Now, we know damn well LeBron never would have hit your ass because, one, you're not worth the damn money and the time wasted to hit your goofy, shucking ass. Anyway.
So then
LeBron
LeBron came out and made a post where he showed Stephen A. Smith actually trying to train for a boxing match. And then he was just like, womp, womp, womp. So
hey,
you know,
man, if you want to throw a nice uppercut, Steve, you gotta. It's all about the back foot and the hip rotation. And you just release it and just release the punch. You know, snap it, man.
Right.
That piece of shit. I'm not sure what the fuck this is.
But I say you gotta kind of have your guard up like this too, so you can guard your face. You know what I'm saying?
More like you know, head to cell phone, really.
Like something like that. I don't know. But next thing you know, so Stephen A. came out yesterday and said a false claiming, it might have been yesterday, a false claiming accusation on LeBron saying that he never went to Kobe's memoriam. Now,
what does that have to do with anything? That's what I'm saying, bro. These two performative ass dudes, man.
I mean, so then next thing you know, it came out and he went on his second episode, his second show of the second hour, and said, I honestly apologize for saying that. LeBron was at the memoriam that day. Why are you taking it on that level, man? And then
this is why I don't like. See, this is why talk about. I can't deal with mark ass people like fucking Stephen A. Smith without my damn life. Too passive aggressive. That nigga ain't about to stand on shit. He already told you what type of damn cat he is. He about to shuck and jive for the quickest buck and shit. I'm gonna figure out how the way to make the master to make most money. You today.
Nah, and I mean, and the thing is this too. Like Kendrick, and a few other people has been coming out and trying to defend Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
For Kendrick Perkins' sake, it's because something about LeBron blocking him on social media, and so Kendrick was like, "Well, I blocked him on his number." Cares?
Excuse me, my bad.
That's some messed up stuff.
Make sure to edit that.
Yeah, I'll bleep it. But yeah, like, bro, what the hell are you so obsessed
whole
about
ass shit
this
is
guy?
this, bro? What is this? No, man, that's some bark ass shit, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all let these athletes get away with this shit too much, man. Man, nah, bro. This gonna be like a mini Justin rant, man. Hey, bro, stop putting these motherfuckers on the damn pedestal because they can put a ball in the damn hoop. Whole shit is whole shit. What the fuck is that?
Right.
And nigga block. Well, first of all, that's what I said. What's this performative ass shit that both of y'all damn doing? How the hell you blocking Kendrick Perkins on Twitter? What did Kendrick Perkins say?
I mean, Kendrick was. I mean, he probably just don't like what Kendrick be saying, you know, because on social media,
what? So what? Then you talk to damn Kendrick on the phone, man. I don't get all this damn Twitter finger shit, man. That what? It don't make no damn sense. Y'all about to be in y'all damn mid-40s.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Not only that, my thing is, like I said, there's all this performative ass shit. It was performative when those two got together, and then LeBron basically said, you know, I'm not sure what he's mad about, talking about the manhood comments or whatnot. All I just know is all you had to do was just get Stephen A. Smith one-on-one and say the same thing. But
right, like, hey, clearly as day. Hey, I'm just gonna show this because I can only show 10 seconds of this clip, so I won't get copyright strike.
But both of them are. Go ahead.
Y'all see clearly. I don't know if y'all can see this, but it says talking about LeBron, how he blocked his phone number, right? So,
what?
I mean,
this ain't even about basketball no more, man. This is just some whole shit, man.
It's not.
I don't like. What the hell is this damn middle school or grade school ass damn? He said, she said shit. Like, bro, if y'all don't shut the hell up and damn, if y'all gotta squabble it out, then do it. If not, then shut the hell up, man. Cause this is fucking stupid and childish as hell, man. Cause my thing is like the fact that I already told you these are two performative ass dudes. I already know that Stephen A. Smith was gonna double down behind his fucking back because that's just his track record. That's what he does. That's what that's what a lot of mark ass motherfuckers do. They do shit like that. And then now both of y'all going on a damn press run like anybody gives a damn. I do not give a shit about the damn beef between Stephen A. Smith and fucking LeBron James, bro. I'm sorry.
Right.
I don't. I just want, like, one, because I don't even damn take Stephen A. Smith as a credible source or anything damn basketball related and shit. And two, it's just like, I don't know why LeBron even went on a damn media press run to even damn respond to this shit. It's just, like, bro, you had your nice like slapbacks on Twitter. Keep it at that. I don't like. I guess he said something on Pat McAfee's show or whatnot. It was just like,
yeah. I mean, but he got asked the question. He was like, "Hey, what happened with the?"
He had to give an answer like that. He just said, "Hey, I ain't really gonna give any sort of like notes or quotes or like mementos to that. It's just like I said what I said about Steven. It is what it is. If he wants to keep talking, then I guess we're just gonna have to meet one-on-one and then have a talk again. That's it."
I mean, this dude going on his podcast every doggone day saying something.
He can't help himself, man. But that's people like Stephen A. Smith, man. He likes the attention and whatnot, man. This is going to be like a negotiation. Just got to be a negotiation tactic that he has to get the next contract. Damn naked skin ass nigga. That's going to be the next negotiation. Going to be saying something like that. Like, I got LeBron basically to go tit for tat for me, and we got a little bit more views on our sorry ass show. On this sorry ass show. That's basically like the fucking Maury, whatever, Maury and damn Steve Wilkos shit. Damn, but it's sports and shit. Damn. WWE style ass fucking sports, quote unquote. What they want to call themselves, sports journalism? No, y'all damn sports entertainment at that point. WWE shit. You got the damn Steve Wilkos show going on at your shit. Between you and Shannon damn shucking and jiving and bucking each other's eyes on damn TV, saying a whole bunch of damn nothing for the next 2 hours, bro. Come on, man. That's just what Stephen A. Smith on, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, man, it was just crazy. We already know it's probably gonna be another couple of days full of it. You know what I'm saying? Stephen A. said something today. I think I ain't gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I just needed to say how I kind of felt about it. I thought the first day they can tell you, Ro and OG could tell you why the hell. This is how I thought about it. Why the hell? And OG already said it. Why the hell would LeBron walk up to you at that time and try to throw a punch at you when he's playing the game versus the Knicks? That's the first question. Second question, why would you swing at LeBron? I get it. If he put his hands on you, that makes sense, right? But you're 50-something years old. You're like 57 years old from what I know, I think. You're not about to put your hands on LeBron James and think that Well, I know he said he can't beat him. I know he can't beat him, and think that everything's gonna be cool. Like there's not gonna be any personal issue between him and you know, and LeBron on that level, because we already know that's just like putting an RP to George Foreman. We need to talk about that too real quick, but
Yes, sir.
that's just like putting George Foreman against I forgot that one dude I showed where he just straight up walked up the buddy and knocked him out. He did a walk up knockout, a walk up punch. You know what I'm saying? I forgot that dude's name. I
feel like that's an actual boxer. He did that too.
Yeah, he did that to an actual boxer.
Finish, and then it's like that's basically if George Foreman wanted to damn fight against if he wanted to fight against a moderate shot or something.
Oh my gosh. No, it's like if he wanted to walk up and fight against me. I'm getting knocked out down to the doggone team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm getting knocked out.
Like that, George.
Right. So it's like, man, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We know honestly that
it's a lot of performative shit.
Yeah,
like I told you in the first half, I said this is gonna be a performative shit for a good minute, because that's just like these two personalities, man.
Right.
It's just it. I like, I got love for LeBron, man, but he's always been kind of a passive aggressive cat too.
Right.
So I know he's gonna try to go tit for tat with Stephen A. Smith, but Stephen A. Smith is a naked skin ass nigga. He can't help himself. He gonna go lower than you at every damn moment.
Right.
And he's a performative ass buck dancer too. So he's willing to show his ass, until there ain't nothing damn more but a damn hole. That's it. That's how much ass he about to be showing this shit.
Dang. But yeah, that's all we're gonna say about that. Like I said, it's gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen for another couple days, couple weeks. We're gonna see. We already know there's gonna be a lot of news coming out and all that, Oh, and funny thing is, the Lakers lost yesterday, to the Bulls.
How the hell y'all lost in fucking 4 seconds?
Don't give Giddy the ball in half court.
Hey, I was calling D on the phone, and I'm scrolling through games. I'm just trying to look for a good one. The Memphis OKC game just went off, and the Kings game ain't started yet. And I'm like, all right, man. Let me just see what's going on with the Lakers game. Austin Reeves at the free throw line. I think he hit 2. I saw him hit 1. I'm like, hey, y'all up by 5, man. Y'all got this. I think there's only like 23 seconds left. Bro, I sit down. Kings game starting. I look on my phone. D posted a clip. I said, what you posted a clip? What the Lakers for? Ain't they won? I said, the shit. Well, Giddy hit it? Giddy hit the damn.
Yeah, Giddy hit the half-court shot.
I done find they lost a 5-point lead.
Well, see, let me tell you this. For what I know, LeBron was all that reason. So I don't know exactly what happened. I know the one that he threw the pass to the defender, that was on him. That's how the Bulls won that yesterday. That's how the Bulls won.
I'm gonna take a second look and see at the shot. I just like, bro, there ain't no way. This is like a bad stretch that the Lakers have.
It is. It's a very bad stretch, man. You know what I'm saying? Just at the second seed, and now we're at like the fourth seed, I think, still.
It's not how you want to go into the playoffs. Even with the win against the Pacers, man, it's just like...
Yeah, it's crazy. But...
Falling stretcher, man.
Yeah, but, hopefully this will end. This will calm the storm. We got people like Kevin Love going crazy on Instagram. He's been funny, like, on Instagram.
I gotta see that for myself, man. But it's just like, hey, this is a little bit too performative to me, man. I think... What's said has been said.
Yeah.
All right. There's nothing more to be said.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, Stephen A. Smith. Shut up, ESPN. Actually report sports, and not to turn into the Mari Poppins and Steve Wilkos show. All right. You with your WWE ass, damn fucking sports entertainment as presentation that you got for ESPN now. This is why nobody can watch this shit unless a game's on. And we still get pissed off at that because your broadcasting sounds like 2 cats out here scratching each other and shit. That ass.
All right, man. Let's go on to the next thing. I guess this is the last topic we'll talk about because I know we got the South Carolina women's game coming up. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, RIP to George Foreman, man. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stop the music for this because I think we should give him his respect by not having music being played right here. So let me go ahead and do this real quick, y'all. So yeah, man, George Foreman, man. This dude, it just randomly happened. I forgot what day it was, but we were just on Instagram and we saw that George Foreman, man, he passed away. Was a great leader among men. You know what I'm saying? He was a great leader among men. Had 68 knockouts in his career. 68 knockouts in his career.
And he crazy. And a lot of those came from when he was the man was 44.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Had a George Foreman grill. You know, that was a clutch. It was clutch. Very clutch. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of college students, it was a game in a lot of hands.
Right. So, and also led so many things, you know, so many positive movements, so many positive things.
Yeah.
You know,
Let me you go. I'm gonna let you say your final words, then I'm gonna go ahead and finish off.
And like I said, man, even though he wasn't my reason of getting into boxing. I mean, the things that he did in his late 40s, like, was crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? The knockouts, the fights that he was in. The fight against Shannon Briggs. It was insane. And like I said, man, I give my condolences to, you know, George Foreman's family. You know, even though, like I said, it just it happened randomly. And we still don't know what happened. I mean, I don't know what happened to him for him to pass away. But
he's old age, man. D.
I know. But sometimes it's something that has to do with it. But yeah, again, man, George Foreman, condolences, man.
Yeah, man. First, man, let me just say that, you know, like what D said, we lost the icon, and we lost the icon in Black America, and really icon around the world, man. George Foreman, Houston, Texas cat, former street cat, juvenile hall and whatnot. He went into the Peace Corps, found him a job. One of the guys that had the Peace Job Corps in LA when he went over there was a boxing coach. Saw what George Foreman had, and the rest is history, man. And you know, George Foreman had this struggles where he was going through just pretty much his obsession with Ali in the 70s, man. He was on top of the world. He was on top of the world. And that fight, you know, Manila and the I don't know. I forgot that little cute rhyme they did where they fought in the Zambia or Zimbabwe, whichever one. And you know, Ali beat him. Right? You ever seen one of the kind of the telling moments in George Foreman's life, because you know, one of the things that I love about George Foreman the most is just how he reinvented himself, and he did that for himself because he didn't like where he was going. And what really sparked that moment specifically is when I remember I told you where George Foreman thought 3 boxers in a row.
Yeah.
One of them was under like Ali used to train at his gym, and then 2 other boxers that was like whatever. And George Foreman thought 3 of them in a row and knocked out 3 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ali was out there, you know, he talking on commentary. By the time the 3rd fight is over, you know, George Foreman's like, where's Ali? Where's Ali? Where's Ali? And what? Ali left. Mm-hmm. In the second, by the time the 2nd fight started, man. And George Foreman had basically like a damn, what's the word I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? Basically like a come to Jesus moment.
Yeah.
And basically kind of like I had a come to Jesus moment. Like, I don't like the way how I'm going. I don't even know why I'm being this obsessive over Ali. And then basically that's where George Foreman disappears into boxing, comes back, beats Shannon Briggs. Like you said, beats Shannon Briggs, wins the World Heavyweight Champion at 45, fights Evander Holyfield in a really nice damn fight too. I think he won that one, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's just like and, you know, I kind of aspire how the way George Foreman just kind of transformed his life, what I kind of aspired to do.
Right.
And live like that. So like I said, we lost an icon in Black America that day, but, you know, gone but never forgotten. Obviously, man, he just has too much of an impact on the boxing world and everything outside of it, man. To move like a man in general is to move how like George Foreman did,
Right.
and he did it his way. So
Right.
rest in power to the legend. That's all I gotta say.
Right. Yeah, man. Again, um, just random, how people that are icons just been going away this year. Um, but it's just part of life. We're not here forever, so we just gotta cherish the moments that we have with those people. And just like I said, to the great ones, we have to celebrate, especially to the ones that have led, you know, tried to lead organizations and try to actually go against things that are wrong. So again, just like I said, my condolences to George Foreman, and again, rest in power. Um, but yeah, with that being said, man, we are going to end this podcast. Thank y'all so much for watching. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been supportive. Like I say that almost every podcast, but y'all really have been supportive of us. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to get these videos out. We try to get it out every week. It seems like every Saturday we try to get these episodes out posted now. So I think we got a schedule. But with that being said, again, couldn't do this without y'all. Of course, couldn't do this without God. But again, it's just the motivation that I get from people that say, well, hey, when's the last podcast? When's the next podcast coming out? I get asked that almost every couple of days. And so, again, just want y'all to know that I appreciate y'all for asking, for watching. And, we have very fun times doing this. It's going on 3 years since we've done this. So, again, appreciate y'all. OG, you got something to say?
Move with respect, and life will respect you. That's it.
Yeah. That being said, appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and we're out. Locked In Podcast, man. We thank y'all so much for watching, man. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to take your time to watch us, but you chose to. But again, man, we appreciate you for watching. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to subscribe, like, and share, and hit the bell for more. We want y'all to be a part of this podcast journey with us, man. You know what I'm saying? We just do this on a daily basis, you know what I'm saying? Side hustle and all that, right? Again, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And y'all make sure to come back next week because we got a special guest coming on next week. Again, from the DSJ Studios, from Locked In Podcast. We love you. We appreciate you. God bless.